So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell if you can feel from a cold steel rail, smile from a well? Do you think you can tell if they ask you to dread your heroes for gold, on ashes for dreams, on out for a cold breeze, cold comfort and change? Did you exchange walk on a part in a war to leading role in the game? How I wish you were here. We just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running on the same old ground. What have we found? Same old fears. Wish you were here. Pink Floyd classic, Wish You Were Here. When I play this song, I always think about my late parents, and I wish they were here. I guess, you might feel the same way if your parents are passed away, but if they're not, you're really lucky. Well, where I'm coming to is, I was working with a student, one of my coaching clients actually last week, and one of the things she was saying is that when her parents were alive, now the parents have passed away, she said some things that would have hurt their feelings, and she can't get over it. And because of that, she's carrying a lot of trauma inside her, and she's unable to move forward. Now, I kind of feel the same way too. When my parents were alive, ignorantly I would have said some things to hurt them, but they're no more, to ask for forgiveness. And I'm sure you'd know similar situations, or you would be in a similar situation where you've kind of said something which you really didn't want to say and that you regret. We're all human, we make mistakes, we progress in life, we learn, we carry on. But for us to carry on, it is so important that we forgive ourselves. We did it because of suffering, the suffering we had. We had greed. We were trying to get things and we were stressed by trying so hard to get it. We had hatred, we may have had unhealed wounds at that point, or we may have been going through some issues, and that was an expression, that anger was an expression. And we have delusion, mostly ignorance, where, we are unmindful. We give anger priority. We are not really thinking before we speak. So suffering, we carry our own suffering. So this probably was an expression of that suffering. But it's time to heal that wound. Yet the realization we need to have is that until we are able to forgive ourselves, we cannot carry on, because we are carrying trauma inside us. So how do we forgive ourselves? Well, through loving kindness, unconditional love to yourself, and unconditional kindness. Saying that, hey, yeah, I was having some issues, and this is why I said that. So recognition and unconditional love and unconditional kindness will help you forgive yourself. And another very important thing is having unconditional compassion for yourself, because you have to realize that you were going through suffering, and it was not intentional. This was just an expression of that suffering. As I said, we all improve, we all progress in life. We have different stages, and probably we are in this current stage where we wouldn't do a similar thing like that. We have matured. But the most important thing is that we forgive ourselves so that we can move on, we can carry on. Only if we forgive ourselves can the others forgive us. You know, unhealed trauma is like an arrow that is piercing your heart. If you are unable to pull it out and heal that wound, you're inviting the second arrow, which will take you out. Some real serious stuff to think about today. Wish you were here, Pink Floyd. Thank you for watching this video. For my friends who asked where my 12 string is, here it is. She's still there, 50 years old now. On another day, I'll share the story of how I manifested it in my late teenagers. This is Music for Mindfulness with Dilan Silva. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support. I've got some life coaching programs which is on free offer at the moment. I'm offering some free coaching programs. This is my way of helping my colleagues and my friends. So log into my website dilandesilva.com and you'll be able to find more information. Hey, thank you for watching, and thank you for your tremendous support. Bye for now.